Hi guys, it's Miss Etheridge. Just wanted to get with you today and talk to you about the sheet that you're filling in for Friday. I'm going to go through some of the problems with you, so follow along with me, and then I'm going to leave a few problems for you to do. Okay? All right, so let's start at the top. This is going to be about relations and functions today, and I want to remind you in your journal you have a whole section. My people, that we've numbered at 20. In October, we talked about relations and functions. We gave lots of examples. We talked about what makes a function, which is covered on this sheet today. We talked about different ways to test for it. We even filled out tables, checking to see if a table was a function or not. That's also on this sheet. We talked about finding the range for the given domain, which is also on this handout. And then you also have a whole page of function tables. So you have plenty of resources in your journal. All right, so let's just start at the top. Number one, it says, what is a relation? So when we first started this section, the very first thing we wrote down was that a relation is a set of ordered pairs. And I gave you an example, and that's what we worked with. Okay? So let's fill that in. Focus just a little bit. All right, so what is a relation? A relation is a set of ordered pairs. Just a set of ordered pairs. So I compared it to the students in my classroom. Each class period is a relation. It's just a group. Okay. All right, now the next set, it says, give the A the domain, B the range, and C determine whether the relation is a function. So when we covered this, we talked about domain is your X values, range is your Y values, and then to determine whether the relation is a function, we said that X cannot repeat. Okay. So for number 2, for A, my domain would be all my X values. So 6, 5, 4, 3, and I've already written down 5, so I don't have to write it again, so I'm good. I can drop it right there. Oops. Let me do it like this. All right, and then B was my range. Right. And so that's all of your Y values. So I've got 1, 0, -1, -2, and -3. So that answers the A, the B, and C says, is it a function? So if you look back at these originals, did we have an X that repeats? And yes, we did. The 5 repeats, so it is not a function. So no. Okay, that's what we're looking at. It is a relation, but it is not a function. Right, then when they're graphed, you're still looking for, does an X coordinate repeat? So now we're going to use that vertical line test. When we did this lesson, we talked about if you took your pencil and laid it vertically on the graph, would the pencil touch more than one point at a time? So if you look at this, nothing else is lined up. We're good, we're good, good, good. So yes, that is a function. If I listed all these ordered pairs, all the X's would be unique. All right, for number 4, that point's good, we're good, no. All of these X's would be the same for those points, so no, that is not a function. All right, and number 5, we're good, good, yes, yes, yes. So yes, that is a function. Okay? So that's all it's asking you to do. All right, then on the bottom part, it said, what is the range of the function y equals 2x minus 3 when the domain is -1, 0, and 5. So remember, this is your x. Okay. They're giving you this equation. And they're just saying, okay, if you plug it in, if these are your inputs, what's going to be your outputs? So I'm going to take each number and plug it in to solve it. And if I do 2 times -1, I get -2, and -2 minus 3 is -5. I'll go to the next number. I'll plug in the 0. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is -3. And then one more time, plug in the 5. So 2 times 5 is 10, minus 3 is 7. So my range is -5, -3, and 7. Okay, that's all you have to do. All right, then for number 2, we have y equals 1/4 x plus 1. It's okay that that's a fraction. We're still going to plug it in and treat it just the same. So I'm going to do the first one with you, and then you're going to do the last two. So if I want to know 1/4 of something, that's what it's asking, all you're really doing is dividing by 4. So 1/4 times -8. Well, -8 divided by 4 is -2, and -2 plus 1 would give me y equals -1. Okay? So the second one you will set up as 1/4 times -4 plus 1. And the last one, y equals 1/4 times 0 plus 1. Okay? So you work those two problems and fill it in. And then your paper will have over here to the side somewhere, you can even put it over here if you need to, that your range, the first one is -1, and then you find the second two. All right, then the third problem, it says complete the table, then graph the function. These are your inputs. I'm not doing every one of these with you. I'm going to do the first one. So I've got y equals -1 minus 3/2 times -4. Now you are allowed to use your calculator on these, so if you're worried about the fraction, don't be. All right. So if I want to put this in, I'm going to put it in just like it looks. I'm going to put -1 minus 3/2 times -4. And my answer would be 5. Okay, so you have your calculator, you can use that. So I'm going to put 5 right here, and then I'm going to plot this point. So -4, 5, we go to the left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's a +5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be my first point. Okay, so you have 3 more to do. You can do them here, you can do it on the back of the sheet if you need to, but they all need to be plotted on here, and you need to fill in your table. Okay? All right, once you're done with this, make sure you have watched the other videos in Google Classroom and listen to them. Please use your earbuds. And then you can go to part 2 and do the function review quiz. Once you're done with that, if you still have time in class, you can finish up Edmentum, and if there's anything else that you owe in math, please get that done as soon as possible. All right, thanks, guys.